gunned down today by Colombian police in the Colombian city of Medellin.
A new book tells the gripping true story of the rise and ultimate takedown of one of the most powerful crime syndicates.
For years, one of the world's most wanted men was gunned down today by Colombian police in the Colombian city of Medellin.
A new book tells the gripping true story of the rise and ultimate takedown of one of the most powerful crime syndicates in the world, told by the DEA agents themselves. Their story was also featured in the third season of the hit Netflix series Narcos.
Chris Feistel and Dave Mitchell share their almost 3-year journey in After Escobar, taking down the notorious Cali Godfathers and the biggest drug cartel in history.
And they join us now.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy 4th.
Good morning, Brett and Marcus. Good morning.
Happy Independence Day. So tell us, for those who may not be super familiar, obviously you guys did a very deep dive into the Cali cartel. Tell us a little bit about the impact of that cartel specifically and how prominent they were in the cocaine market globally, really.
Well, at the height, the Cali cartel was the biggest drug cartel in history, and they were responsible for 80 to 85% of the cocaine that reached U.S. soil and 90% worldwide. They dominated the cocaine trade on 6 continents, and if Antarctica had a cocaine problem, it would have been 7. So they were raking in almost 10 to 15 billion dollars a year, and they just had a global conglomerate on the cocaine trade.
So I know you wrote a whole book on this, and we can't go through all of it, but what were you able to be successful at as DEA agents to go in and have this kind of impact?
Well, it was kind of tough at first. For a whole year, we were embedded with the police and the military. Due to the systemic corruption, we started utilizing vetted teams, and that's when we started having more of an impact.
In your book, you describe the dismantling of the cartel as multifaceted. I can only imagine all of what that entails. What are some of the elements that helped with the downfall, and what would you say was the most important element that allowed for you guys to be successful?
Well, as Dave said, as a result of the systemic corruption in Colombia, we had to utilize these special vetted and polygraph groups, which were assigned to the intelligence community to try to circumvent that corruption. And when we started to use them, we brought them over land from Bogota, about 200 miles away, and we were able to circumvent that systemic corruption, as well as we were able to recruit several very high-level assets that were working as double agents for the cartel, which really gave us that real-time actionable intelligence to go after these cartel leaders.
So this sounds absolutely terrifying to me, but as agents, I mean, you're trained for this, I'm sure, but were there times where either of you felt scared at all of where you were, what you were doing, and throughout this entire process?
No, absolutely. I mean, in the book, we explain different situations we were in where we pretty much had to use our wits because we were arrested by the Colombian National Police, and we're in a cane field alone with our main source providing us information, and we had to use our wits to get ourselves out of that situation. So if you buy the book, it can clearly explain it.
Wow. And it's a 3-year journey. Tell us about that moment. I mean, I'm sure it was multiple moments leading up to the finality of just like getting that conviction, but tell us about the moment that, okay, my mission was accomplished. You did it.
Well, and that was the reason that we were sent to Colombia, was to help the security forces go after the Cali cartel. So it was a great day when all of the leaders were finally arrested and put in jail. And it was in large part due to the cooperation of the Colombian National Police. But you know, anytime you're able to put some of these kingpins behind bars, it's a pretty good feeling.
And I know you guys are retired, but just can you talk about the drug trade a little bit today, like how things have changed since then? It seems like, you know, these things happen, you guys had a lot of success, but this is still a problem, right? Like, so does the cycle just keep repeating itself over time? Like, where are we at right now when it comes to all this?
No, I think you know, we still have huge problems with cocaine, of course, but the biggest drugs we have now are synthetic drugs, you know, that are man-made, being methamphetamine and fentanyl, because just a gram of fentanyl is 1,000 milligrams that can kill 500 people. So I'd say as far as today, fentanyl is one of the major drugs of concern.
Wow. Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We could talk to you guys forever.
I know,
about
and
all
thanks for
your
your
stories.
service,
and it's,
too.
It's
Well,
all
thank
in,
you.
Yeah, it's all in the book. After Escobar, Taking Down the Notorious Cali Godfathers and the Biggest Drug Cartel in History. You can get more at the website. Follow them on all their socials you see there on your screen. Thanks again for joining us today.
Thank
Happy
you.
4th of July.
No, thank you. Happy 4th.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.